morning, everyone, and welcome to the Lewis County Fairgrounds in Lowville, New York. Last night, the Board of Directors of the Fair Board met, and it came to a conclusion that this year we are not going to have a Lewis County Fair. Here's a prepared statement that the board has. For 200 years, the Lewis County Agricultural Society has sponsored the annual Lewis County Fair. It is truly a family fair with great family entertainment, wonderful fair food, and exciting carnival rides for young and old. Displays and animals, competitions showing some of Lewis County's finest. With the COVID-19 pandemic, the Board of Directors has been closely monitoring CDC recommendations, New York State Pause Executive Order, and the recommendations of state and local health authorities as they pertain to large gatherings scheduled for this summer. Based on this guidance and careful consideration, and the fact that the fair draws from so many different places, we have made the very difficult decision to cancel the Lewis County Fair scheduled for July 21st to the 25th. Since this would have been our 200th annual fair, it was a difficult decision to reach, but we feel it is the socially correct thing to do to keep our patrons, volunteers, and participants healthy and safe. Our 200th edition of the Lewis County Fair is now scheduled for July 20th to the 24th of 2021. Follow us on Facebook and our website, lewiscountyfair.org, to keep up to date on all that is happening. This was a decision that did not come lightly for this fair board. We all have a lot of history, family history. This is coming home. This is a coming home place, but we can't do it this year. My family alone was going to come from Texas, Washington, D.C., Massachusetts, California. We were having a reunion this year. So that's just one organization, one group that was going to bring people to the area. So as hard as it is, and it's hard for every one of us, it was a unanimous decision by the Fair Board to not have a fair this year. So if anybody has any questions.
Will the fair be doing anything as far as like virtual events? Are you guys considering things like that?
Work in progress. It's a work in progress, but we've already started it because we kind of knew what was coming down the pike. Rachel Lisk, our fair manager, has been doing a lot of work on getting stuff ready for virtual fair. I tell people it's not going to replace the Lewis County Fair because you need to have food. You need to have the smell of Al's sausage here, the ice cream truck.
Running into people you haven't seen in a while.
That's right. Right. So we'll do the virtual stuff, but it's not going to take the place of the fair.
I know you've already invested some money in putting the fair together. How much loss will it incur for the society?
You know, and that's one reason why we're coming out early, because we don't want to spend any more money. We've done a little bit of advertising, but not much. We've sold tickets for our concert, but we will refund the concert ticket money. We have taken in quite a bit of sponsorship money. We're going to give people some options with that. They can either let us keep the money, put it towards next year's if they want, or we'll gladly refund it if they want to. So we're in pretty good financial shape. We'll be okay for this year.
Is it early enough to opt out of your contract with the concert?
It is, yes. We had checked that, and we are all set on all of our entertainment. And because this was our 200th, we had extra entertainment. We had a magician that was coming to do walk around all day long. We had a great thing called Artsy. This guy was going to paint murals every day, and then we could raffle them off. But it would do a mural of 4-H kids or something. We're able to get out of that too, but we really did. We had some great things planned for this year. The good thing is we have an extra year to plan. We're going to add on to what we were going to do, and we'll have next year will be our biggest fair. I mean, at our meeting last night, one of the fair board members said, if we can't do this fair and do it right, then we don't want to do it. And we pride ourselves in putting on a great fair. So we want to make sure that we do a good job.
And people that have already purchased concert tickets, there'll be some guidance for them on how to...
There will, yes. The ones that purchased online will be in touch with them, and they'll get credited. We're not quite sure of the process, but they will be credited.
Have you ever not
We have not ever, to our recollection, this was a continuous operating fair since 1820. There was a year back in the 70s where we had no cattle because of a brucellosis outbreak, but the fair went on, you know. So this is a first. This is going to be a first for a lot of things in the area. We've been in contact with St. Lawrence County Fair. I've been in contact with Father Chris Luby in Watertown for the Mount Carmel Festival. You know, St. Lawrence County Fair is still on at this point. Mount Carmel Festival is fallen. This coming weekend would have been St. Peter's Festival here on the grounds. This would have been carnival rides down here, and you know, they canceled months ago too. So we have a lot of events that do take place that aren't going to take place, such as the St. Peter's Festival. Beaver Camp Auction won't take place. They will be doing something in a chicken barbecue, drive-up pickup kind of thing, but no big auction, no music on Friday night, you know, stuff like that. Relay for Life, that's canceled or postponed until the end of August at least. But
as far as other activities at the fairgrounds, such as the farmers market and things like that, you already alluded to the drive-through chicken barbecue or the beaver camp option. So do you foresee the fairground being able to be used for events like that?
Absolutely. The farmers market will go on. They'll start the first week of June. They're essential under the governor's orders, but they'll just have food. They won't have the crafts. Our farmers market was unique and it had a lot of crafts and other such items, but it'll just be food items.
You had originally, when we spoke on the 16th of last month, said that you'd hold off until June 1st. That was your draft dead date. What made you make the decision a little sooner?
You know, we've been in talk with our carnival. We've been in talk with several of our vendors, and they're asking, what are we going to do? One of our vendors buys a lot of his stuff the first part of May, and so it was going to be an inconvenience to him. So, you know, we're quite sure we're doing the right thing, and this is the socially correct thing to do. And the June 1st was my arbitrary date that I had picked up. The group of directors decided that now is, if we're going to do it, now is the time, and give people the opportunity to not only us would have money invested, but people with cows and stuff like that would have investments that they don't need at this time, and they don't need to spend extra money.
How are you feeling about this personally? You personally invest so much into it.
I'm as sad as anybody, I tell you. It's a dark day, but we'll come back and we'll have a great fair next year, and we'll do stuff this year. I mean, we're not going away. We've been here 199 years. We're going to make that 200 one way or the other.
Will you make it even more special as a double celebration?
Absolutely. You know, it will be, because it'll be, people are gonna, when people are free to go out and do what they want, I think it's going to be a lot of celebration, a lot of happy people, and a lot of good times.
If you had it, turnout could have been abysmal. It could have been.
Well, one of the things that was going to be an issue was the grandstand. We survive on the money we take in on the grandstand. And I didn't do the calculations, but St. Lawrence County told me they did their calculations, and they would be down to 300 people allowed in the grandstand. We pack, and I mean pack, 21 to 2,200 people in there, and that's what makes our money. So if we can't put on a $50,000 show and sell 300 tickets, it's just, yeah, it's a business. The fair is a business, but our primary part of our business is to have fun and to entertain people. But we have to be conscious of the money part of it too.
Was there a hope at one point that maybe with the phasing, that the phased open up would be in time? Like,
absolutely.
To say you do it, it would likely be illegal anyway.
Yes, and the phasing is what the governor came out 2 days ago, and he said we would be phase 4. We're entertainment and recreation, so we're phase 4. Phase 1 is not going to start for at least 2 weeks. It would be July before he gave us the go ahead, and we couldn't wait that long. Yep.
Was there ever any thought? I know so much planning goes ahead into the fair process, but I'm assuming there wasn't a thought of, could we move the fair to September? That would be difficult.
We've talked about that. actually at the meeting last night, it was brought up, maybe we can do a fall festival or something, and that's things we'll look at. Again, it won't be the fair, but it'll be something maybe that will get people together. But we're looking at all options, and if anybody has any ideas, we're here for the people of Lewis County, so we want to do what they want to do.
Oh, poor thing. I'm having microphone problems. Sorry.
Did you get any of it?
I'm recording on my phone, so hopefully
I'm all set.